and it's all about really who you know in the fashion. Hey guys, what is up? My name is Michaela Smith Campbell, the fashion designer and founder for the fashion design brand MACK Smith, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am super excited to be doing this video. I'm going to be talking about Angelina Jolie's Atelier Jolie brand. If you guys haven't heard by this time, she is creating a brand that is currently actually hiring the best craftsmanship in the world. So right now she's hiring and looking for tailors, she's looking for pattern makers, and she's looking for specialists in alteration. A whole team of people who are skilled in creating and fixing clothing. And for Angelina Jolie, it was very important to stress the importance of sustainability and ethical practices. She will be focusing on creating pieces based on upcycled quality fabrics as well as dead stock fabric. And on her website, ATELIERJOLIE.com, you can see how she emphasizes the importance of also pushing the design team, such as these tailors, pattern makers, their voices and their faces to the forefront. I really do appreciate Angelina Jolie noticing this and seeing this and wanting to do something about this. So her creating this brand based on sustainable practices and ethical practices, and her hiring people from all over the world, even her hiring people who are skilled who do not have educational background, I thought was also very important because she's not overlooking a lot of experienced people. And I feel like oftentimes in the fashion industry, a lot of skilled people are overlooked because they might not have the educational background, or they might not even have connections. I feel like a lot of people in the fashion industry, they have educational background or they have connections. I feel like it's also very important because a lot of times in the fashion industry, it's really hard to get certain design jobs unless you have connections in certain brands that you want to work for or intern for, or you might have a strong resume because you might have gone to a certain fashion school that is very notable and very respected. Not everybody has those chances and opportunities, so I thought it was super cool that Angelina Jolie was giving people who are just skilled, period, these opportunities. Angelina Jolie's first collaboration is with Gabriela Hearst, which is the creative director of the fashion brand Chloe, and she decided to collaborate for her first collection with Gabriela Hearst because she is not only just a woman, she's also working for a brand that is B Corp certified. And for those of you who may not know what B Corp certified is, it is a certain standard of ethical and sustainable practice that a brand has to reach in order to consider themselves to be more sustainable. So Angelina Jolie, because they do share the same value, she thought this would be a great opportunity for her first collaboration. And this collaboration's main goal is to market Angelina Jolie's Atelier Jolie brand, and also to help be able to hire Angelina Jolie's team. I thought this was super cool. I thought this was a great idea to do. And the first collection is also inspired by Angelina Jolie's closet. And to be honest, you guys, when I first heard this, and I still now have so many questions. You know, Angelina Jolie, this is where she kind of left it off. She said details are more to come. She's more of a creative person than she is a businesswoman. So I'm really interested to see how this brand will do business-wise. I've never heard of creating a brand with just tailors, pattern makers, and whatnot that also has sustainable practices. So I thought this was really, really cool. Yeah, you guys, I don't know what to think of it just yet. I think it's too early to speak until I see what Angelina Jolie has to offer. I know another service that Atelier Jolie will be doing is that they're offering customers custom-made items. So if a customer were to request a custom-made item, they would create that and work with the customer to create what they wanted for a custom design. So if I were a customer and I were to go to them wanting a certain pair of pants, I can ask them to make a certain pair of pants for me, customized using their dead stock or upcycled good quality fabrics that they do have. And I thought this was very interesting because I've also never heard of designing with your customers in that way. So I don't really know if I want to call them a design brand or more of an atelier brand. But I mean, obviously it is Atelier Jolie, but I thought this was very interesting. I have so many questions. I really want to know if Angelina Jolie is planning on having ever like a main head designer, or is she just kind of working with customers and their customers individually will design something that they want to wear. So I wonder if she just is going to keep to that. And I also wonder, after this Gabriela Hearst Chloe collaboration, if she is going to continue doing these collaborations in the future. I've never really thought of Angelina Jolie in a more clothing fashion light. I always think of her, when I think of Angelina Jolie, I always think of her acting or her in a more humanitarian light. So this is going to be very interesting to see, and I'm so excited to see their first collaboration collection together that comes out this fall winter, and just where the Atelier Jolie stands with sustainability, because it is very hard to consider yourself a sustainable brand, especially in fashion. It's almost impossible to be fully sustainable in fashion, because even if you do use upcycled quality garments, I wonder where the upcycling is coming from. Is it upcycled using like leftover scraps from other design brands? And then I also wonder if with that upcycle, is she recycling that fabric? Because when you do recycle certain fabrics, say if you have a recycled cotton cannot be recycled. And not only that, the quality doesn't uphold as strong as regular cotton, because it's just broken down the fibers even more. It's quicker to end up in landfills because it does deteriorate and it doesn't last as long. So because you still be adding more to landfills at a more faster rate, it's not really as sustainable. Sustainability even runs down to the distribution chain, because if you are shipping worldwide, I mean, that's already using gas emission. And if you are upcycling polyesters with nicer fabrics such as organic cotton, automatically to break them down and to reuse them, you're automatically doing gas emissions. So it's really almost impossible if you really want to look at the overall distribution chains and manufacturing, and then how the breakdown of the fabrics are going to be created. It's really almost hard to call yourself sustainable. It's not only that, the fabrics that you are getting, you're also working with maybe unknown dyes that you might not know that exactly the substance of your fabrics, or the substance of, you know, the blends, or the substance of the dyes, where they're coming from. Some dyes that you could be recycling could be really harmful. I mean, I'm sure you guys get the gist of where I'm going at with this. It's just really hard to be considered a sustainable brand and practice sustainability. I do think there are certain practices that everyday consumers can do in the fashion world, such as buying secondhand if you go to thrift stores, and also donating whatever instead of throwing whatever items that maybe are too old for you. You yourself can upcycle. So for example, if I have a top with sleeves, I love the sleeves, but I don't want to use the bodice part, I can reuse those sleeves and make something else new myself, and just create and sew items myself together instead of throwing it out in the landfill. When it comes to sustainability in the fashion world, I can see those as being the main option for being sustainable, where it doesn't hurt and add to the gas emissions as well as toxic fumes. So I mean, that's like a whole different video, but let me know if you guys want me to do a video on sustainability in fashion. I'll be more than happy to do it, but let me know below if you guys would like to know further about sustainability in fashion. So I think it's going to be really interesting how Angelina Jolie plans on doing this business-wise, and I'm still kind of confused on exactly what they're selling. I know that they're creating custom garments for customers. They want the customers to be a part of their design process. I'm still kind of confused on that part. Again, like Angelina Jolie said, more details are to come. Also, I want to add a note with the sustainability. You guys, I also read that if the world stopped producing clothes right now, all fast fashion, all luxury fashion, if we stop producing clothes as we speak, we would have enough clothes to dress the next 6 generations of people in the world. So that goes to show you how crazy the fashion industry is with mass production. I know a lot of companies want to dress and say that they're sustainable, say that they're creating, you know, sustainable or ethical practices, but at the end game, you guys, I feel like we just don't need to create a lot of clothes, even though we all love clothes. But I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.